Jason Gates. I'm a captain with the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office. I'm here today to give a briefing with regard to the search for Kyron Horman. First, we want to dispel the rumors that have been circulating that we have found Kyron. Those are not true. He has not been found yet, and the community needs to keep looking for him. Kyron, we are still looking for you. These erroneous reports have come through the social media mostly. We ask that the professional media continue to please verify any facts with our Public Information Officer, Lieutenant Mary Lindstrand, before any releases. We don't want false rumors to harm our investigation effort, and it is harmful to Kyron's family. The search continues, and the investigation is continuing on several fronts. Although I cannot comment on what all that entails, I can tell you that detectives and searchers are continuing to follow up on many leads, are establishing and verifying information relating to Kyron's activities prior to his disappearance, as well as at the point which he was last seen. As reported in the press conference on June 14th, we are continuing a second canvass with all of the teachers, the staff, volunteers, students and parents, or anybody that came to Skyline School on June 4th, Friday, June 4th, between 8 o'clock in the morning and 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The flyer that we have produced has already gone out to the teachers and staff. Detectives' work in this case is exhaustive. They, along with Kyron's family, are asking the community's assistance regarding anyone who saw not only Kyron, but also who may have seen Terry Horman, his stepmother, and or the truck that she was driving, the family truck that she was driving that morning, a white Ford F-250. Terry is the last known person to have seen Kyron before he disappeared. We are releasing this information at this time in hope that it helps jog people's memory of that day, as we are 2 weeks from the day that Kyron disappeared. This information is being provided after discussion with the family, and all of the family members have agreed that bringing this information forward is the right thing to do for our investigators. As far as the second canvass is concerned and what that entails, all adults and children that were in the school or on the school grounds, so specifically between the hours of 8 o'clock in the morning and 4 o'clock in the afternoon, are asked to complete the questionnaire and provide it back to our office, even if you've already been interviewed. Also, anyone else that we still seek any information from that day, that anybody that can remember that may be helpful to our investigation, any tidbits. We understand that the community has many questions. We can assure you that our primary goal is to not make any mistakes in this case, to be as perfect as we can in investigating this case. At this time, I would like to read a statement from Kyron's family. It has been 2 weeks since our son Kyron disappeared. For the last 14 days, we have not been able to talk to him, see him playing around the house, or tuck him in bed. Any parent would understand the grief that this causes our family. We are so grateful for the support and the work of the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office, as well as hundreds of searchers, police officers, and FBI, what they have done during these last 2 weeks. They have never met Kyron, but we know that this has been very tough on them also. To Kyron's teachers and classmates, as well as to the media and the community, thank you for your support in trying to find Kyron. Your interest and help is overwhelming. We are sorry that we aren't there today to stand with investigators, but please know that we fully support the release of this flyer. We want Kyron home, and we hope this will help do that. Father's Day is Sunday. For the first time in 7 years, we will not have Kyron around to hug and talk to. It hurts us deeply, and our heart is broken. Please help bring Kyron home. Does anybody have any questions that's not related to the investigation?
Well, What's your favorite color?
Sure. Like anything that we've done in this investigation, we've checked and rechecked. A lot of times, the best analogy I could come up with is if I threw a penny out in the grass, a big patch of grass, and I knew, and I'm going to look for it, and I go and I search for it, and I don't find it the first time, I'm going to look again. That's what we've done all along in this investigation, in our search process and in our investigation process. It's checking and double checking all of our leads. And it's the same with the canvas. We've done the canvas. We've done a second canvas around the school, and now we're proceeding with that. This is just part of that overall investigative process.
So this is part of the second canvas.
Well, in some cases we've already done 2-3 interviews with many of the staff and/or parents, children at the school, but this is a continuation of the second canvas to ensure that we're not missing anybody. It's very important that we reach everybody that was here.
Are these different questions than were posed the first time?
What?
The questions on this questionnaire. Did you previously ask these questions, the same exact questions to people you interviewed?
I don't know the answer to that.
There seems to be a lot of questions about the truck and about the stepmom on the latest survey that's been released. Can you tell us why?
We're hoping that because she was here at the time that Kyron disappeared, and with him, and I mean, it's naturally she'd be with him. She brought him to school. In developing leads, sometimes in jogging people's memories, it's other things about that day or what was going on around them that will jog their memory with anything else they may have seen with regard to Kyron.
Can you tell us why the truck?
We're not in a position to talk about suspects.
Is she a person of interest?
We're not in a position to talk about people of interest. She's associated with the case because she was the last person to see Kyron.
Why specifically about the truck?
Can you relieve some of the concerns the community has with this being a stranger to stranger?
Well, what I can tell you is that we're still exhausting every investigative parameter. I can't say for certainty that it wasn't a stranger to stranger. I can't. But I also can tell you that the need for the public to be alarmed is very low.
Can you tell us why the truck was towed from the family home?
The family had the truck towed from their house due to a mechanical issue. The fact that truck was towed from their house was not a part of our investigation.
Is Terry a person of interest or a suspect?
I already answered that question.
Do you have any persons of interest?
We're not talking about persons of interest in this interview.
Does Terry feel like she's being treated as a suspect?
Terry's being cooperative with investigators.
Early on,
And the whole family is being cooperative with investigators. One more question.
Early on, the reports were that there was a kid who saw Kyron at school. Is that the case after the mom said that she saw him? Is it just the mom who saw him at school, or were there other people?
That's not a question I can answer. I don't have control over what papers are doing. I can tell you that we're not going to discuss. We're not in a position at this point in the investigation to discuss suspects or persons of interest.
Does the family offer to take a lie detector test?
Thank you.
What about the uncle up in Seattle?